Wanderlust Travel is a new kind of luxury travel publication. It is smart, it's fun, intuitive, and imaginative. And yes, the editor and publisher is none other than Bob Guccione. Not that one, the other one. The publication is hopelessly romantic, fiercely objective, and true believers that travel nourishes the soul. They know where the best places are, what to avoid, and what not to miss, and everything they publish will have the high-end traveler in mind. Basically, it's a manual on how to better enjoy the planet. So, go over to wanderlusttravel.com, that's W-O, not W-A, and find out for yourself. Welcome to Without Maps, the podcast. I'm your host, travel writer and rabble-rouser, Daniel Scheffler. For the last 2 decades, I've been working as a travel writer for publications like the New York Times, Condé Nast Traveler, and the Wall Street Journal. And I've traveled to about 130 countries and stayed at more than 2,500 hotels. If you don't know me at all, well, now is as good a time as ever to get acquainted. I was born in Africa, bred in Europe, and now I live in America. And with this mix of an accent and as much wit as I can muster up, I shall offer you some heart knowledge. This show is a delight of travel stories and some lessons from the world showcasing the humanity I believe in. This is what we call good old-fashioned storytelling. Some that will make you weep in a teacup or laugh inappropriately in public. Plus, interviews with some of the world's most compelling humans. My belief is that travel is a mirror of ourselves and a reminder to have zero expectations, to let connections happen, and to avoid the preconceived ideas we foster. The show is for people willing to forgo the guidebook and the map and let travel be their convoy. So, out with the biased and in with the unbidden. From the dive bars of New Jersey to the magic of New Delhi, from Disney to Denmark, I'll be sharing magical experiences and stories. As a travel writer, my typical month includes forcing my husband onto a flight to somewhere like Portugal to go buy leather gloves in the world's tiniest shop, or being saddled up on a mechanical bull at a gay rodeo in Dallas, or I could be foraging with Aboriginals in Western Australia. So please join me as I venture into the world without maps. Hi, I'm Daniel, and I am a travel addict. Travel and sex. I mean, you know this movie. I'll say it again. Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm an addict. I'm addicted to traveling. I mean, also drugs, sex, and alcohol. Yeah, sure. Well, in the past, say. But I went to everything from boarding school to dozens of AA and SCA meetings, to a little mini rehab, to a few ashrams, to endless therapists, some who I slept with so that didn't help, to the finest spas across the planet, to just fucking cold turkey to deal with all of those. Travel, well, that's different. It's heroin for your bullshit. It's a gangbang for your bigotry. Yes, I see your judgment, and that's just fine. But being an addict isn't how most people think it is. It's not the amount, or even the frequency. But stand aside, everyone's an expert. When you mention you're an addict, everyone knows better. Being an addict, well, it's a way of being in the world. It's a mindset, or let's call it a behavioral set. It's about compulsion. And I compulsively travel. Just for a little context of the last, say, decade, about 140 countries, 250 days of the year on the road. I know, because the tax implications are fun. Million-miler a few times over, 2,000 plus hotels, and then I absolutely don't even want to think about how many cities on repeat. You'd think, how many times could one person go to Madrid? Well, 25 times. Apparently I love the Prado, late-night tapas, and yes, Almodovar is my favorite director. It is true, the way he captures that city in thrill and gorgeous red, but seriously, that's a fucking lot. That's compulsion. I'll just keep going until Madrid ceases to exist, I guess. An overwhelming feeling that I just had to keep traveling. Nothing like a global pandemic to slow my travel roll a few years ago. I no longer had the ability to feed the beast. I had to just go detox on that one. In my life as a travel writer, as my husband Michael loves to point out, I never had to deal with anything. I could just flit off somewhere and my problems, frustrations, annoyances magically poofed. It's true. He is right. He's always right. I'm a flitter. But that's just too easy, too simple for an explanation. And yes, it's also true that I am always ready to escape myself. Before him, there would be some annoying editor who demanded things. Oh, sorry, on a flight to Bangkok, hours without access to your flutters. And then the hordes of boys. Oh, you're too, insert word here, clingy, bitchy, tall. Sorry, I'm leaving town. Again, I'm off to Cuba. Don't call. Don't write. Even my parents, demanding appearances at things that rich people do. Nope, unavailable. The Amon Pulo in the Philippines calling me for an important story that must be written. I mean, it's not too hard to psychoanalyze the situation. I didn't want to face them because I didn't want to face myself. It's harder to stand still and see yourself, the good, the bad, and the doleful. It's not that I wish to be a different person. God, no. But there is a version of myself that I long for, the travel version of me. Oh, and let's just be very clear about this. Travel and sex work together in a way that feeds that perfect addict hit. I am fresh meat when I get off the plane in Tel Aviv. The overbuzzing of the apps prove that. Every week, everything is new. No routine, no boredom, just press refresh. Thank you. Next. It's a marvelous cultural education, I'd say, over dinner with friends. I mean, this was before Michael, of course. The husbands in Saudi Arabia hiding their wives to come out and play at an anonymous hotel room in the middle of the afternoon. The Berlin Berghain boys who like to watch you defecate at 3 a.m. in a nightclub. Yes, the Australian matey who'd like to bend en plein air in the outback. All those Mongolian cowboys who can't believe there is another gay person near their yurt. All the rural tribal leaders of Angola who just couldn't get over my skin color and light eyes. Naturally, I'd let them have their way with me. Of course. What kind of traveler would I be? I'm a willing cultural exchange program recruit after all. Oh yes, and then in Brazil, sex was apparently only done in a group setting, never one-on-one. Who am I to argue? You can see how it's hard to curb this addiction. I didn't want to get out of a wagon of any kind, unless that wagon was first class en route to somewhere brand spanking new. Well, you know what happened. I met Michael and all of this changed. But it's always good to think back to the past and have a little giggle. Without Maps, the podcast is produced by Chandler Mays and written by me, Daniel Scheffler. Emotional support by Michael and the best dog in the world, Ella. Until the next episode, bon voyage and happy landings. Wanderlust Travel is a new kind of luxury travel publication. It is smart, it's fun, intuitive, and imaginative. And yes, the editor and publisher is none other than Bob Guccione. Not that one, the other one. The publication is hopelessly romantic, fiercely objective, and true believers that travel nourishes the soul. They know where the best places are, what to avoid, and what not to miss. And everything they publish will have the high-end traveler in mind. Basically, it's a manual on how to better enjoy the planet. So, go over to wanderlusttravel.com, that's W-O, not W-A, and find out for yourself.